Alright, hello. Welcome back to I Might Be Wrong MMA. This is my prediction and preview of UFC Fight Night Vancouver. Reinier De Ridder versus Brendan Allen. I don't know why I said Brendan Allen with a German accent, but we'll do what we can. This is a weird fight, short notice, so De Ridder, it looks like De Ridder is fighting down. It's short notice, so you can take what you can get. This is a good matchup though. This is closer than a lot of people think. I'll talk about the fight when I get to it, but I have an opinion on this fight. I think a lot of people are getting this fight wrong. But moving on. Starting off with the first fight of the night. Melissa Cronin versus Tainara Lisboa. Melissa Cronin is debuting, and that's always risky. That's always risky, when you're picking someone. But I've seen footage of both. They both look you know what I mean? I think I like Cronin more. Cronin, I think, is probably going to just get a unanimous 29-28 decision. I see that's how the fight goes. And yeah, I'm just going to go Cronin. Moving on. Khamzat Chimaev versus Yusri Belgaroui. Belgaroui? I don't know. Khamzat Chimaev is one of those prospects where you see them and you just, there's aura, and I don't know what it is yet. Is it gatekeeper aura, or is it champion aura, or is it top 5 aura? I don't know yet, and this fight will show a lot. If Khamzat does well in the feet, then we have a problem in our hands. But I think Khamzat's going to take this to the ground. I think Khamzat is going to shoot some takedowns, especially with the high of Yusri. I think that'll be just easier way to get him finished. I can see Khamzat taking him down, ground and pound, or maybe get a sub. So I'm going to go Khamzat Bekoev finish in the first two. I can't really say submission or knockout, because he can do either. But I just feel like he's going to take him down in the first, just beat him up for the first two. I find it very unlikely it goes to the third, but it might. But I'm going to go first 2 rounds finish for Khamzat Chimaev. Stephanie Luciano versus Ravina Oliveira. To be honest, I struggled for an hour, looking at the stats. I was I don't know who to fucking pick, but I've made my mind up. I'm going to go with the safe pick. I'm going to go Stephanie Luciano. I just feel like she's just going to get, she looks slightly better. I know Ravina is moving down a way, because our last fight was at 133. For some reason, I can't remember if that was a short notice or I don't know. But I trust Stephanie Luciano to get this one done. I'm going to go Luciano by decision. Moving on. This is the first one. This is the first one at night where I have a hot take about this fight. Prepolec is I think he's plus 350, something like that. Underdog, and I don't support gambling. YouTube, I don't support gambling. But there's no but, I don't support it, but moving on. Prepolec, he's plus 350. And in hindsight, with his Benoit Saint-Denis performance, he did better than Rufy. He did a little bit better than Rufy. And I value Rufy very highly. I'm going to go Prepolec knockout. I don't really see Dober going for grappling exchanges. And I think Dober's chin, he's been battered his last 3 fights. He's been absolutely battered, and I think Prepolec does hit hard. He does have knockout power. I'm going to go Prepolec knockout rounds 2 or 3. I feel like he's going to get him. Moving on, especially with the middle back of the head shots that Dober took. I feel like a gust of wind will take his lights out, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm going to go Prepolec knockout rounds 2 or 3. Moving on. Danny Barlow versus Jordan Santos. Danny Barlow is moving up a weight division. His last fight was against Sam Patterson at welterweight. He got knocked out, and that wasn't really reflective of I'm fighting a fucking hiccup here. That wasn't reflective of how good Danny Barlow is. Danny Barlow is very good, but it's just he fought a Sam Patterson coming up from lightweight with lighter man's skill. That's a factor we have to play into account. Danny Barlow he's he does hit hard, and I feel like he will get the finish here. I'm going to go Danny Barlow, knockout rounds 2 or 3 on Jordan Santos. I don't know why Jordan Santos is still in the UFC. He won Contender Series and then lost his debut. I think that would, like, I don't know if they're just giving him a last chance kind of deal or something. Short notice, I don't know. I'm going to go Danny Barlow, knockout rounds 2 or 3. I'm just not impressed with Jordan Santos. Moving on. This is an interesting fight. This is a very interesting fight. Bruno Silva versus Hyung Sung Park. This is very interesting to me. Hyung Sung Park is coming off his first loss, and rather embarrassingly, but in fairness, he went from unranked to one of the top 5 on short notice. So that's experience. You have to account for that. Bruno Silva's been taking a beating in his last few fights. I don't think Hyung Sung Park is as good as Joshua Van or Manel Kape, but I do see him beating a Bruno Silva that's been through punishment. I'm going to go Hyung Sung Park, knockout late or decision. I see a late finish or a decision. Moving on. Charles Jourdain versus Davy Grant. I was fence-sitting this one for so long. I really wanted to pick Davy Grant because year of the Youngs, but something just when I see this fight, I just think Charles Jourdain is going to win, especially with the hype around his brother now being in the UFC. That might help him, and his brother looked really good. So if Jourdain can if Jourdain's a little bit better, I think Jourdain's going to get this one done. I'm going to go Charles Jourdain, some sort of finish rounds 2 or 3, and it hurts me to say, because if Davy Grant gets flatlined, that would be so sad. That would be so sad. It'd be watching a senior citizen just get put to... I really will feel bad. I really hope Charles Jourdain either wins a decision or submission, but I see him finishing Davy Grant. I really hope he doesn't flatline him, but it could happen. Moving on, that'd be so fucking sad. Kyle Nelson versus Matt Frevola. Another fight I've been fence-sitting, but I just think both of them are garbage. Nah, I'm just kidding. They're both not garbage, but they're both they're not ranked level. I never see these guys becoming ranked, probably ever. Now, bear in mind, Kyle Nelson could surprise me here, because he has lighter man skill, and I'm going to play that into account. He's the taller man, probably has longer reach. Never mind. Same reach. I think lighter man skill is going to play a factor here. I'm going to go Kyle Nelson knockout rounds 2 or 3. I feel like Frevola is just a bit too chinny. You know what I mean? Either that or Kyle Nelson gets some knockdowns, gets a 30-27 decision or something like that. I'm going to go Kyle Nelson rounds 2 or 3 knockout. Moving on. My GOAT, Cody Gibson. He's been done wrong sometimes, and this, Cody Gibson, he got robbed. I can't remember what fight it was, but I feel like he got robbed somewhere along the lines. So he's still looking good. I'm gonna pick him to win over Aoriqileng. Forgive me, I can't remember how you pronounce it. Aoriqileng. I don't know. But I'm just gonna pick Cody Gibson. I'm gonna go Cody Gibson by decision. I'm gonna go Cody Gibson by decision. Moving on. Now, this is a weird one for me. I really have no... this isn't also a fight I'm fence-sitting. A lot of these fights, you look at the odds and you'll see, a huge favourite, but then, when I think about it, it's 50-50. So it's the urge to go underdog here is big, And I do feel when in Canada, they're going to be... The judges are going to be biased towards the Canadian fighter. Fuck it. I'm going Jasmine Juzovic. I think she can get it done. I feel like a lot of people are overhyping. Now, I'm fucking rethinking it now in my mind. Because when I first thought of Furiot versus Jasmine, I thought Manon would tower over her. She'd be 6'7" and Jasmine would be 5'2". But they're the same height. Just about. They're just about the same height. So I don't know. I'm gonna trust. I think Jasmine. Okay, why is the UFC website fucking up here? I think I'm gonna go Jasmine. I'm gonna go proper Unangabunga underdog pick. Jasmine Jaduzevich. Alright, moving on. Jashu the Vicious. I don't know. Oh, the man, the myth, the legend. Ayman Sahabi versus Marlon Vera. Marlon Vera is at the end of his career. Like, he probably has 3 fights left in him. And as much shit as I give Ayman Sahabi, I don't see him losing to Marlon Vera. I'm going to go Ayman Sahabi decision. But I do feel like he shouldn't have won that Jose Aldo fight. I felt like that was a clear Jose Aldo win. Anyway, moving on. I'm going to go Sahabi decision. This is also a very interesting one. Mike Malott versus Kevin Holland. Who do I think wins this one? This is a tricky one as well, because Kevin Holland, if this was before the Rodriguez fight, I'll go with him all the way. But I think he might be a bit chinny. I think Kevin Holland might be a bit chinny. But the thing, he has a near 10-inch reach advantage. That has to do something. If he uses... I can't really trust Kevin Holland anymore, because when I think about like the ways he can win in this fight, when I think about the way he fights, he never does it. Like using the range, keeping him at range. He's more of a brawler kind of guy. I'm gonna go Mike Malott KO. I think Mike Malott is gonna put him down in the 3rd or something like that. I'm gonna go Mike Malott late finish. Moving on, or a decision. I just can't trust Kevin Holland's chin. Now moving on, Reinier De Ridder versus Brendan Allen. This is a very tricky one. I'm just kidding. This isn't tricky at all. I'm going to write Reinier De Ridder, but I'm going to go rounds 2 or 3. People are saying first round. I don't really believe that. Here's how the fight is going to go. Brendan Allen is going to come out. He's going to win the first round. He will win the first round. I 100% believe, or 97% believe, that Brendan Allen will win the first round. And then Reinier will pressure him, and then Brendan Allen will gas. Especially with short notice. I think Reinier's going to get him in the 2nd or 3rd. I'm going to go Reinier De Ridder, 2nd or 3rd round submission. But I feel like Brendan's going to do well on the feet, and then somewhere along the lines do something so stupid he will lose by finish in the 2nd or 3rd. Moving on. That's been my predictions, guys. Originally this was meant to be Anthony Hernandez versus Reinier De Ridder. That was a way more intriguing fight. I would have still went with Reinier De Ridder, just purely because I feel like MMA math, Kevin Holland beat Hernandez, Reinier De Ridder destroyed Holland, therefore Reinier De Ridder destroys Hernandez. That's my logic. But no, it goes. There's more to it than that. But I was gonna go Reinier anyway. I feel like Hernandez probably got a bit lucky that he pulled out of this fight, because that would have been hype ended instantly. I think Hernandez has better luck going against guys like Whitaker or Caio Borralho. I feel like he'll have better odds of that. So yeah, Reinier De Ridder will probably get a title shot after this. I can't really see them giving it to Nassourdine with the way stuff is. I would give it to Nassourdine, my opinion. I would give it to Nassourdine. But the way I'm hearing things are going on in the UFC, I don't think they're going to give Nassourdine the shot. Especially if De Ridder gets an impressive finish. I think they're going to give De Ridder the shot. But that's been the video, guys. Let me know what you think. Am I full of shit? Are these picks goated? For real, for real? That's like a 10-year-old meme. I'm someone called me an unk the other day, and I haven't recovered, Moving on. That's been it from me. See ya.